Dear my friend, I want to tell you a story. It is not a story of luck or magic. It is a story of small actions, simple habits. Every day in the quiet morning, I changed my life. I became stronger, richer, and more focused. And you can do it too. Many years ago, I was lost. I woke up late. I checked my phone first thing. I felt tired, lazy, and slow. Every day was the same. I had dreams, but no plan. I wanted more money, more success, more peace. But nothing changed. Until one day, I read a book. It said, "Your morning shapes your life." I decided to try. I started with one habit. It was not easy, but I stayed with it. Then I added another, and another. After some time, I had a routine. It was simple, but powerful. These 6 morning habits are the reason I am here today. I have more money, better health, and clear goals. I am not perfect, but I am better, and I want to share them with you. These habits help me speak better English, grow my business, and enjoy my life. This is not just advice. This is my journey, and I believe it can be your journey too. If you are learning English or trying to improve your life, this story is for you. Let's begin one habit at a time. Habit 1. Waking up early. Waking up early is the first habit that truly changed my life. I used to sleep late and wake up late. I would stay in bed until the last moment. I thought I was resting, but I always felt tired. I rushed through the day, feeling behind on everything. But when I started waking up early, everything changed. The first day, I woke up at 5:30 a.m. It was dark and quiet. There was no noise from the city. My phone was still. The world felt peaceful. I sat with a cup of tea and just breathed. For the first time, I felt like the day belonged to me. It was not full of problems or noise. It was full of space. In those quiet hours, I had time to think. I asked myself questions. What do I want? What do I love? What am I afraid of? I found answers. I wrote in my journal. I made plans. I listened to the sound of the birds. I found beauty in silence. Of course, waking up early is not easy in the beginning. Your body wants to sleep. Your mind says, just 5 more minutes. But when you remember why you are waking up, to grow, to change, to create, you find the strength to rise. Over time, it becomes normal. Then it becomes enjoyable. Then it becomes powerful. Waking up early gave me extra hours in my day. It gave me control. It gave me peace. I no longer started my day in a rush. I started with calm, and that calm followed me everywhere I went. I believe this habit is the key to changing your life. It is the door that opens to all the other habits. Start small. Wake up just 15 minutes earlier tomorrow. Use that time for yourself. No phone. No pressure. Just you, your breath, and your dreams. Habit 2. Writing in a journal. The second habit that helped me grow richer, inside and outside, was journaling. Every morning after I wake up, I sit down and write in my journal. I write 3 things: how I feel, what I want, and what I am grateful for. This simple act changed how I think and how I feel. When I write about how I feel, I understand myself better. Sometimes I feel sad. Sometimes I feel scared. Sometimes I feel hopeful. Writing gives those feelings a place to live. They are no longer heavy in my heart. They are safe on the page. When I write what I want, I get clear. I stop saying, I don't know what to do. I see my dreams in words. I write goals like, I want to earn $1,000 this month, or I want to speak English with confidence. Then those goals become steps. Those steps become actions. When I write what I am grateful for, my heart becomes light. Even when I had little money, I found something to be thankful for. The sun, my bed, a smile. Gratitude makes you feel rich, even before you become rich. It changes your mind from fear to joy. Journaling also helped my English. I wrote in simple sentences. I practiced new words. I became a better thinker and a better speaker. Over time, I noticed I could write faster. I could express myself more clearly. This habit does not need to be long. Even 5 minutes a day is enough. Just pick up a pen and let your heart speak. Your journal becomes your best friend, your coach, your guide. Habit 3, moving my body. When I started my journey to success, I was focused on business, goals, and money. I didn't think about my body. I thought, exercise is not for me. I'm too busy. But I learned something important. If your body is weak, your mind is weak too. Now every morning, I move my body. I do light stretching, walk around the block, or follow a short YouTube workout. Sometimes I dance in my room. The goal is not to look perfect. The goal is to feel alive. Exercise wakes up my brain. It helps me think clearly. It gives me energy. It reduces stress. When I move, I feel proud. I feel strong. I feel ready to face the day. This habit also taught me discipline. Even when I didn't want to exercise, I did it. That discipline helped me with other things, like learning, working, and saving money. I learned to push through discomfort. You don't need a gym or expensive shoes. You just need your body and a little space. Put on music. Stretch your arms. Breathe deeply. Move your legs. Move your heart. The more you move, the more alive you feel. And when you feel alive, success comes faster. Energy is everything. Without it, you cannot build your dream. With it, you can do anything. Habit 4. Reading something positive. After moving, I always take time to read something that lifts me up. Not the news. Not gossip. I read something that feeds my mind and grows my soul. Books, blogs, quotes. Anything that helps me become wiser and more hopeful. At first, I only read 1 page. That was enough. One idea can change your day. One sentence can change your mind. I started with short books about personal growth. I learned about money, habits, and thinking. I underlined words I didn't know. I looked them up. I read again. Reading gave me new language. It helped me think in English. I repeated phrases out loud. I copied sentences into my journal. Slowly, I became more fluent. But reading did more than help with English. It helped with life. I learned from others. I learned from their mistakes and their success. I saw that success was not just for lucky people. It was for people like me, people who kept learning. One morning, I read a quote that said, "You become what you read." That stayed with me. If I read trash, I feel small. If I read truth, I feel strong. So I built a habit. 10 minutes a day. 1 page. 1 idea. That idea became a new action. That action became a new result. My thinking changed. My world changed. Choose your books carefully. Read with a pen. Take notes. Talk about what you learn. When your mind is full of light, your life cannot stay dark. Habit 5. Speaking my goals out loud. This habit may feel strange at first, but it has great power. Every morning, I stand in front of a mirror, look at myself, and say my goals. I speak with confidence, even when I feel unsure. I say, I am strong. I am smart. I am focused. I am learning English every day. I am building a better life. These are called affirmations, positive statements. They help shape your thoughts. They fight the negative voice in your mind, that voice that says, "You can't." You answer, "Yes, I can." When I speak my goals, I feel them in my body. I believe them more. They become part of me. Speaking makes it real. It turns hope into action. Some days, I don't believe my words. I feel tired or sad, but I say them anyway. Because when I say, "I am growing," something inside me grows. My energy rises. My spirit becomes stronger. I speak in English, even if I make mistakes. This helps me practice and become confident. I don't wait to be perfect. I start where I am. Try this. Write down 5 powerful sentences. Stand up. Look at yourself. Say them. Say them every day. Soon you will believe. And when you believe, you will act. And when you act, you will win. Habit 6. Planning my day. The last habit in my morning routine is planning. This habit keeps me focused. It helps me use my time with wisdom. Every morning, I write down 3 important things I want to do. Just 3, not 10. Not a long list. Only the most important tasks. This gives me clarity. I don't feel lost or busy without results. I know where to start. I know what to focus on. I use my energy wisely. I also plan small breaks. I plan time to eat, time to rest, time to think. This balance helps me stay strong all day. Without a plan, my day controls me. With a plan, I control my day. I keep my plan simple. A notebook or even a small paper is enough. I check my tasks at the end of the day. If I finish, I celebrate. If not, I move the task to tomorrow. But I always stay clear. Planning is like giving your time a job. You don't waste it. You don't lose it. You build with it. And when your days are well used, your life becomes rich. Now, my friend, we have reached the end of this journey, but it is not really the end. It is only the beginning. The habits I shared with you are simple, but they are full of power. These 6 habits, waking up early, writing in a journal, moving your body, reading something positive, speaking your goals, and planning your day, changed my life. They made me richer not just with money, but also with clarity, peace, and purpose. I know it is not always easy to change. It takes time. It takes effort. There were many mornings when I didn't want to wake up early. There were times I felt lazy, tired, or confused. But I kept going. I remembered why I started. I wanted a better life, and I believed it was possible. That belief kept me strong. Each small step matters. Each morning is a new chance to grow. These habits are like seeds. You plant them today, and you water them every day. One day, they become a beautiful garden, a life of meaning, a life of joy. Maybe you are still learning English. Maybe you feel afraid or unsure. That is okay. I felt the same. But every morning, I chose to take one small step. I listened to English podcasts. I wrote one sentence. I read one page. I set one goal. Over time, those small steps became confidence. They became skill. They became success. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to be consistent. Wake up with purpose. Write your heart. Move with joy. Read with curiosity. Speak with courage. Plan with love. When you do this, you will see change. Slowly at first, then faster. Your mornings will lead your days. Your days will shape your life. Thank you for walking this path with me. I believe in you. I believe that your future is bright, and your journey has already begun. So tomorrow morning, when the sun rises, rise with it. Start fresh. Start strong. Start rich. In your heart, your mind, and your actions. This is your time. Go live it. With all my support, your friend on the journey.